family, and friends, please rise for the bride. You can breathe now. You're here. Everyone, make yourselves comfortable. Have a seat.
So I've taken a picture of myself.
And even though we don't believe it leading up to it, it's all perfect. It's all good, sister. It really is. We are so excited. Everybody here is super excited, probably as much as me, more than me maybe. But we are so welcome. You're welcome here today, and we are so blessed that everyone is here. If some of you have traveled a long distance, we thank you. Per Elizabeth, we have a beautiful prayer that we're going to start with. Happy is the bride that rain falls on. May your mornings bring joy and your evenings bring peace. May your troubles grow few as your blessings increase. May the saddest day of your future be no worse than the happiest day of your past. And may your hands be forever clasped in friendship and your hearts joined forever in love. Your lives are very special. God has touched you in many ways. May his blessings rest upon you and fill all your coming days. We swear by peace and love to stand heart to heart and hand to hand. Hark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this, our sacred vow. Everyone, you are witnesses today, and you're here with a very, very special responsibility to support and encourage this couple all through the years to come, which will be many. And so there will be a point in the ceremony where all of you will be asked to join in to share your declaration and your support for Elizabeth and Gary. And at every wedding, I like to start with some emphasis on some very important people, because without them, by golly, we wouldn't be here. Elizabeth and Gary are indeed blessed to have amazing, wonderful families who have loved them unconditionally and supported them all through the years. And today we honor Elizabeth's mother, Marjorie. There she is. We honor you, Marjorie. And we honor Gary's parents, Lisa and Gary. Your children are eternally grateful for you. Everything that you've done for them has been for them, to help them grow, teaching them right from wrong, good from bad, and all of the sacrifices that you've made to make your kids' lives better. It is on their behalf that we thank you and we honor you. And at this time, we'd like to take a moment of silence to acknowledge those who are not here with us today. So we pause. I know you both the way that we have. I want you to know it has enriched my personal life more than you will ever know. So thank you. So for this part, I'm going to call you Liz, because this is from my heart. All right? And this is what I see in you. First of all, I adore your openness. Your bubbly, positive personality is absolutely contagious. You are also a very deep thinker, particularly as you speak with articulation, which is a very attractive quality. It's no wonder that Gary was attracted to you, because, Liz, of your energetic curiosity and your insightfulness your interest in a wide variety of subjects, it matches him perfectly. You are a love. Liz, your marriage will benefit from these gifts that you bring. Gary, this is what I see in you. Your motor is running all the time. Number one. Even in your sleep, I imagine you are on auto mode so that you don't miss out on anything in your dreams. You are learning, you are watching, you are assessing, you're uncovering mysteries. You're always into something new and something very cool. As you move through life with every day, Gary, you leave no stones unturned on the path. You love to share your new knowledge and your assessment of the journey that you're on. You, my friend, you are a relentless learner, and you are fascinating. And I thank you for all the things that you've shared with me. Gary, your marriage will benefit from these gifts. This is what the two of you bring. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, my friends, here's what I want you to do. I want you to squeeze each other's hands really tight, close your eyes, take a deep breath through your nose, let it out through your mouth, open your eyes, and turn around and look out at everybody. Turn all the way around. Look at those smiles. Wave, everybody. Look how everybody's just so happy to be here. My friends, these are the folks that matter. Everybody that's in every seat here today, these are the people that matter. These are the people that are going to show up for you for every milestone in your life. This is it. And this is an angle that most brides and grooms don't get a chance to see because their backs are to everybody, right? So just take in this moment because it's very precious. It's very special. There's an author that's one of my favorites. His name is Rick Warren, and he wrote a book, which is one of my favorites, called The Purpose-Driven Life. Put that in your little bank up there. You're gonna, yeah. Okay. So one of his quotes, and this is just, it kind of says it all. The best use of life is love. The best expression of love is time. The best time to love is now. Just about 2 weeks ago, I sent an email to the bride and the groom, a private email, and I said to them, you have to promise me that you will not tell each other what is in the email, because it's a question about each other. So today, we're going to tell you what those questions and answers are for the first time, and neither one of them know what they are. This is the first time that it's been revealed. Are you guys ready? Okay. Liz's question and answer about Gary. What does Gary do that lifts you up after a difficult day like no one else can? And here's the answer. Gary is a problem solver. When I've had a rough day, Gary will help me talk through my problems and come up with solutions. He is my rock. The person I always turn to when things get tough. I feel like I can share anything with him. He is my best friend. And Gary's question and answer about Liz is, what was it that made you know, without a doubt, that Liz was the one for you? And here's his answer. I knew Liz was the one for me when I realized that every time when I see her smile, my heart flutters in my chest. Whenever we walk side by side, my hand is drawn to hers. And the truth is that I never want to let it go. Liz is my best friend, and that's how I know she's the one. It's the best. This is the best. Elizabeth and Gary have chosen to incorporate a very ancient Celtic ritual of hand fasting. And the term that we know as tying the knot means that they're going to hold their hands, and in a single cord, they're going to make the sign of infinity, like the figure 8. You see, hand fasting ceremonies represent a commitment that lasts a lifetime. And that's where a cord is draped around their hands, and each knot that we make today will signify a promise. Elizabeth and Gary, today you are surrounded by your family and friends, and everybody here is gathered to witness your exchange of vows and to share in the joy of this occasion. So let's step over here. Actually, I'll bring this over here. This is gorgeous. So hold your hands. There you go. That's the infinity sign. It's the figure 8. Never stops. And this beautiful cord, Elizabeth made herself. And on the very end of it are beautiful charms that signify their life from past, current, and future. Know now that before you go any further, that since your lives have crossed, in this life you have formed eternal bonds. And as you seek to enter the state of matrimony, you should strive to make real ideals that give meaning to this ceremony and to the sanctity of marriage. With full awareness, know that within this circle, you are declaring your intent before your family and your friends as witnesses. The promises that you make here today and the ties that are bound here are greatly strengthened by your union and will cross the years and lives of each soul's growth. Do you seek to enter this ceremony? Okay. With each promise, please answer the question, I will. Will you share in each other's pain and seek to alleviate it? And so the binding is made. Will you share in each other's laughter and look for the brightness and the positive in one another? And so the binding is made. Will you share in each other's burdens so that your spirits may grow in this union? And so the binding is made. Will you share in each other's dreams? And so the binding is made. In the 5th knot, will you honor each other as an equal in this union? Elizabeth and Gary, As your hands are bound together now, so are your lives and your spirits, joined in a union of love and trust. The bond of marriage is now formed by this cord, but rather by the vows you made. For always, you hold in your hands the fate of this union. Above you is the sun, below you is the earth. Like the sun, your love should be a constant source of light. And like the earth, a firm foundation from which to grow. May these hands always hold each other. May they have the strength to hang on during the storms of stress and the dark of disillusionment. May they remain tender and gentle as they nurture each other in their wondrous love. And may they build a relationship founded in love and rich in caring. And may these hands be healer, protector, shelter, and guide for each other. This will become a keepsake in their home at some point. You're not. This is your life. This is your marriage. May I have the rings, please? The perfect circle. The ring symbolizes eternity. The precious metal that came from the ground is a rough ore. It was heated, it was purified, it was shaped, and it was polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. And you know what? Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings. It's made by imperfect things. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. Gary, let's start with you. Take your bride's left hand and slide the ring onto her finger. There it goes. Yeah, perfect. That's it. Hold on to her hands, look into her eyes, and just repeat after me, okay? Oh, Gary, take you, Elizabeth.
I, Gary, take you, Elizabeth,
To be my wife.
to be my wife.
In friendship and love.
Friendship and love.
In strength and weakness.
Strength and
To share the good times
to share the good times
and misfortune.
and misfortunes.
To achieve and failure.
Achievement and failure.
And to celebrate life with you forevermore.
To celebrate life with you forever.
I, Elizabeth, take you, Gary.
I, Elizabeth, take you, Gary,
To be my husband.
to be my husband,
In friendship and love.
in friendship and love,
In strength and weakness.
in strength and weakness,
To share the good times and misfortune.
to share the good times and misfortune,
In achievement and failure.
in achievement and failure,
And to celebrate life with you forevermore.
and to celebrate life with you forevermore.
So, folks, earlier I mentioned that you have a special responsibility as witnesses, so I invite you all to verbally share your support for Elizabeth and Gary by answering "we will" to this question. Will everybody here do everything you can to love them, uphold them, and care for these two in marriage?
We will.
I encourage you to always choose love in your thoughts. Stand beside them, not between them. Stand with hearts of peace, not judgment. Honor their marriage with your kindness and your support and your loving hearts. The final blessing is from me to you. Elizabeth and Gary, you have declared your intention and your vows before this gathering of family and friends. And I say, may the grace of this day carry forward with you in all the days of your lives. May you find delight in each other, and may you continue to love and grow. And may Joe, Prue, Sadie Dog, and Ringo feel your love and energy always. I wish you the strength to be true to the vows that you made here today. And may you always have wisdom to cherish the precious love that you share, because it is so precious. So, it brings me amazing joy to say that you are now married. I'd like for you to kiss your bride. Congratulations, Gary and Elizabeth Johnson.